obviously back in the day, like, people were married at 20... Oh, mate, are you sure?
It's Christmas.
I know there's not much room on the couch today, but, you know, I had no childcare, so I thought, why not bring her along?
This is quite cool, though, that you can do this.
This is
I
cute.
know. We're like best friends,
This
aren't
is
we?
goals.
Do you like coming to work with Mummy?
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you like the best? Do you like our friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think today we should speak about aging. It's something that scares me.
Yeah.
And I think scares a lot of people.
Yeah. When you are in your 20s, you think 30 is really old.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now I am 30.
But it's not, though.
I feel absolutely fantastic. I'm content. I really don't give a crap what people think about us anymore. You get a lot of anxiety throughout your 20s. You're trying to find out who you are. You want to impress people. You want to look a certain way. And you've just got loads of like anxiety about life, where you want to go.
general, yeah.
But when you get to 30, it's like nothing else matters. But you know what does come with 30? The pressure of settling down.
Yeah.
And that's what's starting to worry me now. Like, I do wish I had a kid when I was a bit younger. So I think when you do get older,
No
it
time's
comes
the right time, so.
No,
yeah.
that's what I always
It does
think.
come pressure though, doesn't it, with age? So I think like as you get older, people do think by the time you're 30, you need to have that life. You need to be married with kids and a house. And I think that sort of gets to us. And I do think
I think it's like an old
different.
school thing that like
Yeah.
people think that you should have kids and be married at a certain age.
I feel like life gets better as you get older, in my experience.
Do you think
the
like when you
same?
become a mum, things change as well?
1,000,000%.
Like what?
I was a completely different person before I had winter,
what
so
way?
everything changed. I'm like motherly now. Like I really look out for other people. I just feel like I've become a nicer person, and you see life just differently.
Different.
Yeah,
Certain things change certain people though, I suppose. Like, so that was like a really good thing for
yeah,
you.
and it makes you grow up like massively, because at the end of the day, you have a child. You know, that's dependent on you.
I'm not letting myself go as you get older. Like, why? Why is it more frowned upon, like, having sex because you're old? Like,
It's gross.
but you
Right,
know
I'm just
what?
gonna
Yeah.
Winter. Yep, she'll be back. So she's just going to watch CBBS.
I'm scared to get like wrinkles. I'm scared to my boobs to drop. But why am I scared of that?
You know what? You got to remember though, like no matter what, you are still you in here.
Yeah.
And as I've got older, it's like obviously on the outside I'm changing, but in here I'm still me.
the same.
So that's like no matter how old you are, you're still that person
I
inside.
think it's just today's society, to be
Yeah, and
honest
we
with you.
love
like,
looking good, and we love makeup, and I like hair and our clothes, and I think, am I going to get older and then hate the way I look and start to
You don't want to be mutton dressed as lamb, do you? That's the thing.
Can't be wearing miniskirts.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
who
you
wears
can't,
miniskirts.
do you reckon you can wear PVC high boots when you're like 60 odd?
I mean,
You could.
it would look like.
Would.
Have you not seen that Instagram granny? She's insane. I
Oh,
love
she's
her.
stunning,
Obsessed
isn't
with
she?
her. She's like
She
the
dresses better than
epitome.
you, Soph.
Stop. Listen, I've got the same fashion sense as a granny. I love it.
I've not seen a grandma wearing what you're wearing.
Have you not? God, you won't see my grandma. My grandma, right? My grandma's a Persian grandma, right? She can't speak English, but she is so glam. You'll see her on my Instagram all the time. Yeah. One day I want to grow up and I want to be like my grandma.
That's so
because
cute.
she is still glam, and I don't think that should change.
No, I don't think it should change. I just never thought that like you'd be bothered at 60, but then like you said, you're still the same person inside.
Yeah. So recently I did a post on Instagram about the new show Geordie OGs that I'm doing, and someone was like, when are you going to have kids? Do you not want to settle down yet?
That's
And
so
you know
insensitive,
what?
I'm sorry.
People don't know, like, I've got endometriosis,
Yeah.
which I could struggle if I did try having kids, having babies. Nobody knows that about us. I don't really speak about it.
You don't have to.
Do you know what? But then people like commenting like that, it puts pressure on you. And I do think people just need to think about, like, yeah, I might be older and everyone else might be having kids around us, but you don't really know people's
You're
struggles.
30 years old, though. You're not
you
old.
don't.
I think it's
You're not
because
old.
people, like,
People expect people
Yeah.
when they're 30 to be married and have kids and have a house. I get you, but that's not how it is
yeah,
these days.
I know. But yeah, like that, it really did upset us on Instagram that someone would write that because
They
you
don't know.
know.
No, like, you don't know what someone's
Yeah.
going through as to why they can't have kids. Even people say to me, like, being married, I got married I was 24 when I got married, and people are like, oh my God, that's crazy. How are you married at 24? You're
What's
too
the right
young.
age
And I'm
or
like,
wrong
what's the right age to do anything? Like, why do I have to stick to some sort of, like, society-driven way of living my life? I don't get it. But do you know, like, people used to move out at, like, 18. Like, when you turned 18, you used to have to leave house, didn't you? But now, like, you stay and live with your parents for way longer, because it's
yeah,
so
I've just
much
got my
harder.
house, yeah.
How much harder is it to, like, afford to move out, afford to do certain things, depending on what career you're in, what you're doing?
I think people
I don't
do
feel like
pressure.
there should be like an age on anything you do, to be
they
honest.
shouldn't. And I feel like it is more becoming a pressure just because you can see it as well, like on social and things, that you can see what people are doing.
Exactly.
So you think, oh, they're this age, maybe I should be doing that because they're the same age as me. But you live different lives.
And I think because we're younger, we grow up and we always want the fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about the fairy tale. If it's going to come, it's going to come.
Yeah.
Just do what you got to do.
Just do what you got to do. Enjoy your life. Enjoy being young and having no worries about
Paying
bills and houses and... Yeah,
enjoy it whilst you're that age.
Yeah, it's gonna
and don't
come.
worry about having sex either. I was way like,
it's not all
there
that
was
anyways.
so much pressure.
Yeah.
There was so much pressure like at that age, like who's having sex, who's doing this, like at that like, and you just turned 16.
Yeah.
Everyone's caring about it. Like, don't even worry.
As well, like, just do you. I remember when I was 16, I always like was wanting to look at the other girls and want to be like the older girls, but just do you and be you.
Yeah, run around and just
don't grow up too soon. Just
be
enjoy
young.
being
God,
young.
we sound so old.
I know.
Yeah.
We're getting old now. Yeah, we're getting on.
No, I am.
Enjoy being young, guys.
Where's my zipper free?